So the opening lineup for the Suns. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Denver, the forwards are Porter and Gordon. The guards are out there for them, Murray and Barton. And it's Jokic in at the center position.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Murray finds Gordon. To the paint. The layup missed.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Clark, so unique to have a 7-footer like Jokic who makes everyone around him better.
He is so much fun to watch, Kevin. And he does make everybody better because he plays the game simply and effectively. He once said, a point makes you happy, but an assist makes you and your teammate happy. How about that? Jokic could probably average double-digit assists anytime he wants to. And I think it might happen before his career is done.
He's checked in for Gordon. Back to Paul. Pass to Crowder. Booker looking around. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And it's Porter with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And there's the pass to Jokic. And Barton gets it to go on the assist by Jokic.
Another high IQ pass by Jokic. I mean, he knows all eyes are on him, and so he gives it up to a ready shooter. That's just good basketball.
Now here's Paul. Down low, here's Ayton. Crowder finds Bridges. The Suns need to get a shot off. Over Porter. Bridges misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Crowder pulls it in. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Kicks it out to Paul. Crowder, the pass to Booker. Poked away. Porter with it. Now guarded by Booker. And they're on the break. It's blocked.
Can't take the reach and length of Barton lightly. Effective at using it to snuff out shots.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor. And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, one of the very best big men at handling the ball. Jokic's moves and creativity really set him apart as a big guy.
And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Porter kicks the ball. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Bull. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Barton, no luck. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Murray. Pass to Barton. Over Booker. Here's Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Bull can't hit. The Suns leading. Booker with no one around hits it from three-point range.
And this coaching staff in love with Booker's ability to create his own shot. It's a part of his game that's come a long way.
Now Now here's Barton. Shot to stop the run. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Bridges against Jokic. Back to Paul. This one for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Timeout. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Cole is out there with Jokic, and it's Murray in a point. Paul kicks to Bridges. Dishes to Crowder. Clock at 4. Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Jokic. And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
There's the pass to Bridges. And stolen by Bull. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And that'll be 2 free throws. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Booker finds Paul. Lets the 3 fly. No good from Booker. The Nuggets trail by 3. Porter double team. Outside for Murray. Passes to Barton. The 3. Jay Crowder with the rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. Here's Booker. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game.
Pass to Jokic. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Porter passes to Jokic. Clock at 6. And good that time. Barton's got his second bucket of the night.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
Paul dishes to Crowder. Bridges outside. Over to the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
3-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Bridges has got 5 now.
Totally unselfish play there from Aiden. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Paul against Murray. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Suns. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Here's Murray. The Nuggets need to get a shot off it. And Barton throws it down.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Bridges outside. The pass to Booker. Paul outside. On the wing, Booker. Barton defending. Ayton wide open. Suns keep it alive. And stolen by Bull. One-on-one here. Murray dishes to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his third assist on the night.
Sweet move by Porter Jr. Getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. A three-pointer off the mark. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
The Nuggets trail by 4.
Suns substitution.
Morris with the ball. Driving the lane. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Morris has got his first points in this one.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Out in front of the half is Phoenix. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it? And that'll do it for us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Kaminsky out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Payne. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Payne passes to Johnson. Good on the 3-point shot. Johnson's got the first field goal of the second half for the Suns.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Morris passes to Gordon.
And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatics. But at his age, still seeking more consistency. Given his talent, he must continue to get better.
He doesn't get the second one.
The former Arizona Wildcat, Gordon, is a high-motor player who gives great effort out there all the time.
The Nuggets trail by 6. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Here's Gordon. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Payne, covered by Morris. Johnson in the corner. Fires for 3, the 10-footer. And it's in off the backboard. And the Suns lead by 6. Greg, there's no question Gordon has game, especially remembering some of those dunk contests he was in.
An impressive athlete, no doubt. And his outside shot has improved. Now he's got to concentrate on scoring more for his team. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Payne looking around. Here's McGee. Basket good. McGee's got 4 this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Morris passes to Green. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Green's got his second bucket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Paul passes to Bridges. And Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Murray against Paul. And it's Murray with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Paul for 3. And it's Ayton missing. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray the pass to Porter. And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
Booker outside. Ayton in the high post. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bridges, no one around him. Off target with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. It's so impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And stolen by Murray. To the inside. And finished off by Porter.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Here is Paul. 5 points in the game. Bridges outside. Crowder feeling it out a bit. And Paul puts up a deep 3. Bridges. And Bridges able to finish. Bridges has got it all tied up now for the Suns.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And it's Ayton missing.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
To the middle, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 2. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Bol, he's checked in for Jokic. And Monte Morris subbed in for Barton. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. Jamal Murray is out there with Morris, and it's Bol in at the 5, down low. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. We have got to see that sensational Mobile 1 block again.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
On the wing, Booker. Here's the three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Suns. Morris looking over the floor. And Morris throws it down. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Murray against Paul. Pass to Ayton. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul finds Ayton. Paul outside from past the arc. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Denver basketball.
Here's Murray. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. The dish to Bol. Murray outside. Porter passes to Murray. Right side, Gordon. And stolen by Booker. Bridges for three. Buries it from three-point range. And the Suns lead by 2. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
So they foul intentionally. A different look for Denver. Jokic comes in for Gordon, and it's Will Barton in for Monte Morris.
Nikola Jokic. Will Barton.
Booker outside. The feed now to Ayton. McGee trying to break free. That shot is off. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Barton kicks to Jokic. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Here's Paul. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside.
A big bucket at a critical time. Chris Paul not going to leave it up to anybody else. He wanted that shot.
Here's Porter. Gonna go that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Jokic finds Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. Suns leading by 3. Here's McGee. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Murray against Paul. And it's Murray with the jam.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
Booker in the corner. And McGee kicks to Bridges. Over Porter, just 4 to shoot. Porter with the steal, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Murray. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter, and Jokic slams it in.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
Pass to McGee. He dishes it to Booker. Shot from the wing. And again, it's the Suns missing. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Pass to Booker. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It counts.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 284. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
And here's Booker from the arc. And McGee kicks to Bridges. And here is Murray. So the Nuggets win. It was a fantastic. David, thank you.
starting five. Murray and Barton, the guards. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And for the Jazz, the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And 2 elite teams here. You hear players say that it's just another game. But, Grant, I'm not sure that's true.
Well, we all know you want to bring the same focus and intensity to every game. But the reality is, players get up for the big games, B.A.
And the three-pointer goes.
And we think of Donovan primarily as a scorer first. But there, fantastic pass.
Murray passes to Gordon. Back to Murray. 6 to shoot. On the take. And it's Murray finishing it off.
You see the speed there. Love watching Murray go right towards the rim and convert.
Mitchell against Porter. Mitchell drives in. And Mitchell with the slam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Mitchell against Barton. Jokic with it. Over Gobert. And Gobert with a block.
What timing from Rudy. He is superb at measuring when to go after blocks.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
You know, Rudy Gobert, the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, is not satisfied. I think the 7-footer has one more that he might add before his career is done.
Mitchell, the pass to Gobert. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And the list of big men with multiple awards for Defensive Player of the Year. Hakeem, Mutombo, Ben Wallace, Dwight Howard, don't forget about Rodman, and Rudy Gobert.
That's historic company, B.A. I think Gobert is, honestly, underappreciated. One of the all-time greats when it comes to locking up.
Gobert passes to Conley. Mitchell with the ball. Launches it. Gordon pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 so far. Inside. And then Porter with the dunk.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Mitchell against Porter. Mitchell into the lane. And Mitchell with the slam.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
Murray passes to Jokic.
2 minutes.
Gordon against Bogdanovic. Now here's Jokic. The D's right on him. The Nuggets need to get one up. Out to Gordon. Takes the 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Utah leading. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Back to Conley. Jokic against Mitchell. And Gobert with the stuff.
Great execution, big target, perfect delivery. That's a tall task to defend Rudy Gobert.
Murray against Conley. Pass to Murray. Up and over Conley. Misses off the right iron. The Jazz have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Mitchell drives in, and Mitchell with the slam.
This is what Donovan Mitchell wants to do. Drive the ball, get a bucket, a foul, or both.
Here's Barton. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Mitchell. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And it's Jokic off the drive. Jokic, great positioning on the putback.
You gotta box out the big man, Jokic. When you don't, he makes you pay.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Fires the three. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Outside Murray. Jokic with it. And Jokic throws it down.
Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
From deep three-point range. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Utah. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's O'Neal in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Murray against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Conley. Defense is right there. Bogdanovic finds Mitchell. From deep, Conley. Gobert passes to Mitchell. Gobert inside. Gordon's on him. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell.
And this is so encouraging. When Jokic hustles on the defensive end, it's a big help to his teammates.
He hails from a small town in Serbia. Jokic played basketball, but also a number of other sports that he credits for his current skill set.
Yeah, he says water polo helped with the one-hand passes, and volleyball helped with the tip-ins. And the harness racing, well, who knows? But he was obsessed with it.
And here's Barton outside, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Bogdanovic. Conley against Murray. Back to Conley. O'Neal on the wing. Barton with a steal. Outside Porter. Back to Gordon. They kick it out to Murray. On target from range. Murray's got 5 points.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. Tipped. Porter with the steal. Jokic with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. And it's Jokic off the drive to the middle. It's stolen. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Mitchell, the pass to Conley. Great D that time from Barton. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A different look for Utah. Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Clarkson subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Gordon outside. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routines. But we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Grant, do you think that should count as part of their time?
I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, how do I put this? Nikola Jokic, not the most chiseled physique. He said when he first made the NBA, there were no muscles. None. Now I have a couple, he said. To be honest, I like being a little bit heavier because guys are pushing me. I need that weight. It's funny they say, quote, he's not even in shape. I'm playing in 80 games, and they still say it. Brian?
The Joker indeed, Allie. Thanks for that. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Gay's checked in for Utah.
Coming on the floor for the Jazz.
The Jazz have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Clarkson outside. Pass to Whiteside. Here's Oni. Clarkson, right side. Gay, the pass to Clarkson. They get it back. Whiteside. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
The activity of Whiteside, if he plays with consistent energy, the sky's the limit.
Here's Morris. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Clarkson finds Gay. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Denver in the lead. To the inside. Out to the wing. Here's Dozier, defended by Whiteside.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Oh, it's stolen by Gay. Down low. And Whiteside with the bucket on the assist by Ingles.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Here's Rivers. Here's Green. It's good! It's good! And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Nuggets ahead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 1. Kenny, how'd you... And that should...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Michael Malone. We've got Austin Rivers. He's out there with Monte Morris. And it's Najee in at the 5. Mitchell against Barton. Pass to Conley. Back to Mitchell. And here's Bogdanovich. And stolen by Jokic. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Here's Porter. Finished off the break. Porter's got 6.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Conley passes to Bogdanovich. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. Bogdanovich has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Jokic. And he drives in. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. 6 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter. And the Utah Jazz with 3 All-Stars last season. But Grant, safe to say that Rudy Gobert is their most important player when it comes to winning games.
You know, B.A., I think so. I agree. I mean, Donovan Mitchell is terrific. Definitely a star. But you factor Gobert's impact at both ends of the floor, he might just be the most important player on that team.
The kick out to Barton. Back to Porter. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Denver.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here we go. Moving it up. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
The unique passing skills of Jokic, just fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has a clean look at the basket.
Conley passes to Mitchell. The 3-ball. Conley finds Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Pass to Gordon. Now Murray. Now here's Porter over Mitchell, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. And now a 9-point Nugget lead.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. A line change here for Utah. For the Nuggets.
Second team foul. In for the Nuggets.
Here's Honey. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Honey. Back to Clarkson. To halt the run. Boom! He jams it straight down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Right side Green. Stolen by Ingles. Clarkson, right side. Yep, count it. And now just a 5-point Denver lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Dozier. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Oh, there's the alley. And it's hammered home by Green.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Clarkson with the ball. Fires from the wing. Offensive board. Pass to Gay. Tries again. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Gay, the pass to Whiteside. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
The Nuggets have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Here's Rivers. Pass to Green. Nice move. That shot off. Gay with the defensive effort. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the middle. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Cuts off the pass.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
Good on the second one. There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter. It's good if it goes. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Denver leading by. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Oh, man, I hate this. And we see it all too often. Injury is such a big part of this game.
Well, the explosive moments, the quick change of direction, a lot of stress put on the body.
Clarkson's checked in for Utah. from deep. Conley. Porter pulls it in.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now.
And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
4 on the clock. Conley passes to Clarkson. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Murray from outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. The three is up. And Conley with the three. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Give Conley credit. He's recognized the need to become a knockdown shooter and put in the work.
Porter finds Jokic. Back to Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to O'Neal. Clarkson outside. Driving to the basket. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Najee. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Utah trailing here. Pass to Clarkson. Outside Bogdanovich. They get it again. Back to Clarkson. Conley passes to Clarkson. Bogdanovich against Jokic. Here's Clarkson. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Clarkson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Utah's gone 1 for 5 from downtown here in the 4th. Murray against Conley. They swipe it. It's a one-on-one situation. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Porter. And it's a 9-point Denver lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
I'll tell you something else. The points they've scored on the fast break tonight have been a major factor.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Jokic finds Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
We've seen this before from Murray. In big games, too, a dynamic score.
Clarkson against Porter. Clarkson passes to Gobert. The 3 is up. And it's Clarkson missing. The Nuggets have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the 4th. 6 of 7.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Nuggets.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jamal Murray.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Murray. We've got 13 seconds left in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
That's a great look at our locations. And how it's ended up.
Good evening to you, Kevin.
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. And for the Suns, up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Bridges for 3. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Now, Booker, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Crowder. Gobert with the block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Paul. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And it's Utah's ball. Conley feeling it out. Crowder with the steal. Booker against Gobert. 16 feet away. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
A part of that is recognizing the spacing. And Booker so good at finishing on the break.
Mitchell against Paul. Conley kicks to Gobert. Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Conley against Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Bridges outside. That's a 2 from Paul. Offensive rebound. Here's Crowder over Bogdanovich, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first.
Boy, that's a veteran move right there. Jay Crowder, the little up fake, that was all he needed.
Jay Crowder at the line for.
And both free throws good from Crowder. Here's Conley. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Mitchell, takes it inside, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, Donovan Mitchell off the bounce, able to put pressure on that dribble drive. That is a nice-looking move.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Now here's Booker. Over Mitchell. And the Suns miss again.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
From.
And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, DeAndre Ayton should own the paint. Nice touch there.
Here's Mitchell. Passes it to Gobert. And stolen by Booker. The pass to Ayton. Outside Crowder. Suns moving the ball around. Paul finds Bridges. Booker outside. No good with the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Bridges with it. He's picked up by O'Neal.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Conley against Paul. Here's Mitchell. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Ayton. Lobbed up there for Booker. Bridges against Mitchell. Bounce pass from Bridges. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
I'll tell you, let that guy get ahead of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
Pass to Mitchell. And taken away by Paul. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
8 seconds left here in the first quarter. There's the lob to the hoop.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
That one, no good. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6-point lead at the end of. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've caused, getting a lot of their offense straight off their defense.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Suns, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Nice shot by Gobert.
Well, the addition of the upper body strength, it's turned Rudy Gobert from role player to all-NBA. Go ahead and absorb it, Rudy.
Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And it's Bogdanović in the corner. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, Bojan Bogdanović, a very confident basketball player. He knows very well he has the green light to take these shots.
Now here's Paul. In the corner, it's Bridges. Sinks the three-pointer. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Conley with a wide-open look. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Now, Mike Conley is comfortable. Doesn't matter what area of the floor he's on. That time in the mid-range.
Paul looking around to the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Paul against O'Neal. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Paul. Phoenix leading by 3. Bridges for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Paul against O'Neal. And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell in the corner, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And every year we see, Greg, some incredible comebacks. What distinguishes in your mind those with the resilience to battle back?
I think it starts with a belief and desire. And the great ones truly hate to lose.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Gay comes in for Bogdanović. Joe Ingles is checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Clarkson in for Mitchell.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
For Phoenix, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Payne passes to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Back to McGee. Pulls up. Rebound, Utah. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Conley dishes to Gay. Back to Conley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy, don't let the small frame fool you. Mike Conley's so tough on the interior.
Utah shooting their first free throws of this game. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Payne looking around. He kicks to McGee. Here's Johnson.
Well, you can see what a smart positional defender Joe Ingles is. Understands how to impede the progress of the offense.
This offense just continues to impress.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. It's a 3-point game. Payne in the post. Provide Conley. Can they get it? McGee's shot is off. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Clarkson right side. Conley for 3. No good there. Now the Suns take it the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Shamet the pass to McGee. And that one drops for him.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Pass to Clarkson. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
And here is Shamet. And that one drops.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 1 point. Thanks for joining.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You've got to like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Gobert in at the center position. Stolen by O'Neal. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. The Suns trailing. Ball with the 3. Bridges up top. Guarded by O'Neal. Bridges outside. Down low. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. Mitchell dishes to O'Neal. Back to Mitchell. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gobert finds Mitchell. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Now here's Booker. He has 6. Gobert with the block. Mitchell against Paul. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Trains the three-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 2.
I think we think of Donovan Mitchell first and foremost as a scorer, but I love seeing his passing ability come into play.
Paul with the ball, and it's Clarkson picking him up. No good from Booker.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Booker against Clarkson. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Bogdanovich left side. Crowder with the steal.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Bridges up top. He's covered by Clarkson for 3. Booker. Bridges passes to Ayton. Banked in off the glass. Ayton's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And with Ayton, one area of his game that's always been elite, Doris, his work and rebound.
Yeah, there's no question. As good as advertised, he is a double-double machine. And think about it. He is not even at his prime yet.
So for the Suns, JaVale McGee's checked in for Ayton. And Dario Saric subbed in for Crowder. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Gay comes in for Bogdanovich. Joe Ingles is checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Conley in for Clarkson. And here is Paul. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Saric, right side. Bridges outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Mitchell wide open. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Inside. Gay with the block.
You got to respect those long arms. Gay, I mean, superb at sliding shots away. Put those big hands.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Jazz.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Well, their transition game has been operating at full speed, too. They've really run the break well.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Booker. Suns trail by 7. Sharks looking around. Paul with the three, and he's good on the three ball.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Now, here's Clarkson. Whiteside gets to Conley. There's the three. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Shamet the pass to McGee. Paul outside. Back to McGee. Looking for Bridges. He gets it there. Over Ingles. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Johnson is out there with Kaminsky. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Payne in at the 1. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Gobert, he's checked in for Whiteside. Bogdanovich comes in for Eric Paschall. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mitchell in for Jordan Clarkson. Paul for 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Well, over the years, Chris Paul has been such an efficient three-point shooter. He stretches the floor. You've got to honor his ability to shoot it with range.
Conley finds Mitchell. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Mitchell's got 12 points here in the second half. Conley against Paul. Passes it to Booker. A 3 ball. A shot. Offensive rebound. And Crowder is it in.
Well, it's his motor that makes him such an effective offensive rebounder. Jay Crowder is going to play hard.
Paul with the steal. Here's Ayton. Can't connect from short range. Utah leading. Lets it go with a 3. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Gobert. Now O'Neal to the middle. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Crowder with the ball. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Bridges passes to Paul. To take the lead. To tie it up. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 14.
Well, there is the defensive anchor of this team, Rudy Gobert, wreaking havoc on the defensive end.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Slammed home, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
That's his 4th personal foul. 4 team foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Paul with the 3. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Bogdanovich.
There's a lot to like about Bogdanovich's game. He's a skilled scorer, he's a capable defender, and I think there's some leadership qualities there.
Shooting for Utah.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Booker outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here is Conley. Fires the 3. The shot, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender inside.
No good from Booker.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. So it's Utah now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 4 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Phoenix ball.
Here's Paul. On the wing, Booker. Puts up a 3. Clock reset for Phoenix. Takes a 3. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
On the wing, Mitchell. The Jazz again can't hit it. And here's Bridges. They'll bring it up for the Suns. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Kicks it out to Paul. Going inside. Gobert with the block. Outside Conley. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's his 2nd personal.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment. You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
And the wide open shot from Crowder places one from 3.
These are the moments where Crowder has earned the trust and equity with his teammates. That's a big-time delivery.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball. Just put those last seconds away.
At the line for the Jazz.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game. Paul for 3. That shot no good. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. All right, David, great job.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.
A long wait in the valley for winning basketball. It's back. Good stuff, man. So let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Murray and Barton, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for the Suns, Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And the matchup at center tonight bears watching, Brent. When you look at the evolution of that position, what do you see?
Well, I think more agility and more athleticism, where centers have to catch up with the speed of the game. And now their skill set, BA, is not on the block back to the basket trying to find opportunities to score. It's playing on the perimeter, not just shooting, but making plays. Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Left side, Booker. And stolen by Murray. He goes up, and it's Murray finishing it off.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Ayton. Crowder left side. Over Murray. Shot clock at 6. Here's Paul. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And this is what's expected from Jay Crowder. Just the hard work ethic to get in there and play physical.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Fires the 3. Unable to get that one. And Phoenix will come the other way.
And as a leader, Murray is vocal. Talks to his teammates up and down the floor, and he pushes everyone, and they tend to follow.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside Murray to the inside. Jokic passes to Murray. Out to Gordon. Back to Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. And Murray's vocal to the opposition as well.
He's used to the trash talking. I mean, he loves to challenge people. If he doesn't cross the line at time, well, it depends on who you're talking to.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Murray passes to Gordon. From deep, Barton. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Will Barton catches the ball. A great job of squaring up, and the defense better be aware of him there.
It's Booker on the wing. Launches a 3. Pass to Paul. Barton with a steal. Oh, and he got and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Barton, following the score by Phoenix. And he goes in for the dunk.
And the reason Barton makes that play happen is because of the move. He really destroys the defense with his handles there.
And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Najee's checked in. Paul against Murray. Paul passes to Booker. Offensive rebound. It's Booker on the wing. 6 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Crowder. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Crowder can knock down a mid-range shot from time to time.
1:09 left in the first. Paul against Murray. Pass to Jokic. And and it's Phoenix with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Ayton. The shot off that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Najee. The kick out to Barton. Pass to Najee. Stolen by Ayton. And they're on the break. Here's Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Murray passes to Porter. Stolen by Bridges. And the Suns pushing it up now. Booker against Barton. Right wing. Back to Booker. From downtown. He can't get that one to fall. He can't hit that time. And that does it for the first quarter. The Suns on top, up by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Take note of the work they've done on the offensive glass to this point, guys. A bunch of putbacks for them.
And maybe a signal as well of how aggressive their defense has been tonight is to look at how many points they have directly off of a turnover. Good activity there.
On the court for Denver. On the perimeter. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Stolen by Ayton. Outside Booker. Crowder finds Booker. Bridges outside. Pass to Crowder. Clock at 6. Back to Booker. Now Paul from deep. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Here's Najee. He's guarded by Bridges. Yes, it's good.
And Murray getting it going on the inside that time. Around the trees, still scored.
Murray against Paul. Crowder outside. Bridges passes to Crowder. Now here's Paul. Inside. Deflects the pass. Jokic with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Barton. Back to Porter. To the paint. Najee takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Now here's Crowder. Give him 8 points now. Booker pass to Bridges. And here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
The Nuggets trail. And Mikal Bridges, man, has he grown in this league? Growing more and more deadly with that shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's increased the amount of threes he takes. He's gone from average shooter to a great one. A fantastic option to have out there on the wing.
And Booker with the jam.
Some of the greatest shooters in the game always talk about being on balance. Booker does a great job there. Keeps his eyes on the prize.
All right, Grant, if you could be GM for one rebuilding team right now, which would it be?
Oh, wow. That's tough. I mean, you got the Grizzlies with Morant. You got the Pels with Zion. You got the Mavs with Doncic. You know, I'll probably stick with the Pelicans and Zion Williamson. I think he has a lot to offer and has the ability to dominate in this league.
Paul with a steal. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. Murray passes to Porter. Here's Najee. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Najee. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Now, sometimes there's passes, and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Pass to Booker. Paul against Murray. Back to Booker. Now here's Bridges. To the inside. Booker, good. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Well, there's a little bit of Murray's handle on display. The D looked totally confused as to what to do there.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Ayton against Murray. Ayton passes to Paul. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 11 points.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Outside for Porter. Here's Barton to the middle. Jokic passes to Barton. Porter with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Paul. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now it's an 11-point Phoenix lead. For Denver, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And Murray gets creative around the basket, that time dynamic off the bounce.
Murray against Paul. Pass to Booker for 3. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Murray passes to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good...
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 4 assists. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining in, 1/2 is in the books. 1/2 to go. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Booker the 2 with Johnson at the 3. Frank Kaminsky is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Payne in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Phoenix has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Payne against Morris. And he commits the intentional foul. A different look for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for Najee. And it's Gordon in for Dozier. Here's Payne.
Aaron Gordon.
Pass to Booker. Let's go with a 3. They get it back. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here's Morris. Now Gordon, covered by McGee. Gordon can't hit. The Suns leading. Here's Booker. The putback. Rebounded by Green.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
The kick out to Morris. He takes it in. Pass to Bol. 5 on the clock. Morris down low. Defended by Payne.
Denver foul. Austin Rivers. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
The Suns have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Phoenix calls timeout.
Well, a high-level floor general is what you get in Monte Morris, who's out there creating and not turning it over.
And the Suns making a change here. Shamet's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Suns.
Gordon with a steal. Down low. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Jeff Green.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Kaminsky outside. Green against Johnson. Kaminsky, the pass to Johnson. Driving in. Gordon pulls it in. You know, you talk to the coaching staff here. They rave about Morris's high basketball IQ.
Well, anytime that coaches can put a guy in to slow down or speed up the offense and know that he's not going to just hand the ball to the other team, that's a luxury.
They retain possession. Pass to Shamet. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Back come the Nuggets on the run. It's tipped. In transition, here they come. Johnson with it. Green picks him up. Here's Shamet. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. And the Suns lead by 8. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Gordon on the wing. Here's Rivers. Well, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
With the shot clock about to expire, the last thing you want to do is foul. That's giving them a gift.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Inside, here's Bowl. Puts the move on.
On the defensive end, much more energy and effort since halftime. They're making their opponents work for every look. Great job by this coaching staff.
Pass to Payne. Johnson with it. Here's McGee, guarded by Morris. Here's Green. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
A different look for Denver. Nikola Jokic has checked in for Bull. Barton comes in for Rivers. And Murray subbed in for Morris. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul of the game. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Payne, pass to Kaminsky. Here's Shamet. He's guarded by Barton. And the basket by Shamet. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Murray passes to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Payne against Murray. Now here's Payne. Defense right on him. Pass to Shamet. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by McGee.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Barton. 7 points in the game. And the Suns pushing it up now. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Shamet. He's guarded by Barton. The shot by Payne, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and
shooting for Denver.
That's unfortunate.
And Murray drops them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Paul against Murray. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. And stolen by Jokic. Here's Porter. And so it's the Phoenix Suns finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shots. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court for Denver, they've got Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Najee in at the 5, roaming the paint. 4 on the clock. Bridges. Oh, nice.
Look at the bench. I mean, the bench is going nuts. And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Murray with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Booker against Porter. Here's Murray. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Paul against Murray. They double team Paul. Ayton passes to Crowder. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Paul finds Bridges. Pass to Booker. To the inside. Porter with the steal. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Crowder. And the layup falls. And it's a 12-point Suns lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight. And all the steals we've seen, a result of that aggressiveness.
The team has also done a really good job of grinding it out on the offensive glass. Those second chance points have added up for them over the course of the game.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's foul number 2 for him.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Murray against Paul. Pass to Booker. The 3.
And this half has been a totally different story from deep. Having a harder time getting shots to fall. Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Murray against Paul. Murray, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Bridges passes to Paul. Now Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Fires from deep. And they recover it. Bridges outside. From outside the arc. Out to the right wing. Paul for 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 5 assists in the game.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave him alone anywhere on the floor.
Offensive rebound. Jokic shot is good.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Booker drawing the double. And stolen by Jokic. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Jokic taking initiative on defense, showing he has those hands on that end of the floor as well.
Back to Paul. Murray brings the double. Bridges finds Ayton. Now here's Booker. Up top, Paul. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. And Bridges, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for DeAndre Ayton.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts. Jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
And Ayton gets it to go.
Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
There's 53 seconds left in the game.
Nuggets foul. Zeke Naji. That's his second personal foul. Third
And he drops
foul.
the first.
Mikal Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
Murray from outside. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Booker. 26 seconds left in the game. Pass to Paul. Fires top of the key. Kept alive. 12 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Booker. Up and over Porter. Not enough on that one as it misses. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, the guards are out there for them, Murray and Barton. Michael Porter's out there with Jokic. And it's Bull in at the center position. And tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
And it's Mitchell missing. Murray against O'Neal. Murray, no good. For 3, Mitchell score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And the Jazz with possession here. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Bogdanovich, and he uses the glass on the lane.
On the attack, Bogdanovich showing his ability to put it on the floor.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Tipped away. It's Barton on the wing. Back to Jokic. Mitchell against Barton. To the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Jokic. Denver grabs the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And it's the Jazz's ball. Passes it to O'Neal. And Bogdanovich gets to Conley. Back to Bogdanovich. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Bogdanovich has got 5.
Bogdanovich is a versatile scorer, a threat from all over the court.
Here's Murray, and it's blocked by Conley, and he recovers it. A second chance effort. Barton passes to Jokic. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Barton against Mitchell. Out to Conley. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. Mitchell passes to O'Neal. Here's Gobert. Here's Mitchell. And finally they hit one. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Murray, good.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Conley against Murray. Down low. Here's O'Neal. A shake. Porter with a block.
You know, one area where I think Porter Jr. has surprised a bunch of folks is his shot blocking. I mean, he's got a natural knack for doing it.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 5.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
You know, there's a lot to be excited about with Porter. He's got a really special blend of size, athleticism, and advanced skill.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Conley against Murray. Mitchell outside to the paint and slam dunk by Gobert.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
And Murray, here we go. Rebound, Utah.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of score.
And Barton throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Here's Bol. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Nice look there from Bogdanovic. The shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
And so it's Utah with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Utah Jazz.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovic out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And stolen by Bol. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Conley finds Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to O'Neal. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Nuggets trail by 8. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul.
It's really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Nuggets, when healthy, are one of the league's elite teams. Aaron Gordon says we have championship aspirations. When you've got the Joker, you have a chance to win every single night. If we play our best, we have a good chance to go as far as we want to. Guys, I just want to go as far as throwing it back to you.
You can throw it to us anytime, and he is the defending MVP and plenty of players around Jokic. David, thanks. They are for real.
First team foul.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And finished off by Porter.
Was so agile and fluid at 6'10", finishing with an exclamation point. Porter Jr. Hard to stop this young guy.
And the pass to O'Neal. Conley with it. To the inside. Gobert. And they call the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic.
That's his first personal foul.
That's his first foul. Rudy Gay's checked in for Utah.
Jazz substitution. Rudy.
Here's Bol. Gobert pulls it in.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Pass to Conley. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Can't fall for Gates pump fake there. It excels at getting the D in the air and going right into you for the foul.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, it's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room. And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's his fourth foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Passes to Whiteside. Down low. It's stolen by Green. Here's Najee. They get a hand on it and stolen by Whiteside. Ingles against Green. Here's Gay. That one's not going to go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
And it's been wonderful to watch Rivers develop into a veteran leader.
And he understands his role is evolving. The need to set an example for younger players. That said, he still plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
And here are the Nuggets now. .106 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Morris. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Pass to Gay. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, guys, you got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Now the pass to Gay. Now, here's Ingles. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Shot clock at 5. Utah needs to get off a shot here.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
To the paint. Here's Najee. And Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Out.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 10. And that'll about do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Jokic is out there at goal. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pass to Jokic, 16 feet away. No good off the front iron.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Here's Mitchell. It is now to Gobert. And Bogdanovich kicks to Gobert. And slammed dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Murray looking around. Barton wide open. He fires. And Jokic slams it in.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Here's Conley. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Bogdanovich inside. Porter's there. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Murray, the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys. And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. He wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go. And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Passes it to Bull. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Porter. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Porter's got his second basket of the game. And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American schools.
And Murray blew up in some of the showcases. 5-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. Morris into the lane. Plays it up and banks it in.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And there's the pass to Whiteside. He kicks it to Ingles. Deep two from Clarkson. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. To the middle. Here's Najee. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Utah leading by 6. Clarkson passes to Oni. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Here's Oni, covered by Morris. He doesn't hit that one. Inside, Najee, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
1:05 left in the third quarter. Now here's Gay. And it's Ingles off the drop.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Gay outside. Clarkson against Rivers. Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Outside Gordon. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Gay. Oh, the lob to Ingles. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Gordon. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth. The third quarter comes to a close. Jazz lead by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in its center, locking down the middle. Kicks it out to Mitchell. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And that one's good by Porter.
That's Porter Jr. Shows nice follow-through on the shot, even through the contact.
Pass to Conley. High post, Gobert. He's against Jokic. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Jokic with the steal. Conley against Murray. Here's Jokic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Utah Jazz?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also the ball hockey, the way they've come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes. They've really done a nice job of taking it.
Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in, and Gobert kicks to Mitchell. The 3. O'Neal dishes to Mitchell. Hands it from downtown.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Mitchell against Porter. To the inside. And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Conley scanning the floor. Passes it to Gobert. Now O'Neal. Mitchell wide open. And Utah another 3.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. To the paint. And Jokic slams it in.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. The tray. They grab their own miss.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position. Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Gobert can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. Major poise for Porter Jr. Big time at coming through when his teammates need him to.
Mitchell against Porter. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Hits the three-point bomb. Mitchell's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Jazz leading by 5. Bogdanovich to the left side wing. From deep. Kept alive. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Aji's checked in. And a wide open look for Porter. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Here's Mitchell in the corner. O'Neal with it. Misses the 3. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Murray. Aji. It falls. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. The pass to O'Neal. And that's an intentional foul.
Aaron Gordon. That's his second personal foul. First team
from
foul.
deep three-point range. No good. And so it's Utah who scraped by with thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll have
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sun shining bright. Just about.
Brian, thank you.
Oh, it sure is. Good stuff there, Allie. Here are the 5 for the Suns. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in its center. And for Utah, the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, small forward. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, B.A. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
Here's Crowder, rebounded by the Jazz. Here's O'Neal, here's Bogdanovic, and then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Here's the 3. No good. And Utah will come the other way. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. And then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Paul passes to Booker. The 3. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Back to Paul. The Suns need to get off a shot. Free throw line jumper. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Failing to block out Jay Crowder, that's careless. He's active, wanting the ball more than you. Well deserved.
Conley passes to Gobert. Back to O'Neal. Outside Conley. Up and over Crowder. Here's Bogdanovic. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Bogdanovic has got 6 points.
The effectiveness of Bogdanovic, able to work from anywhere and to get a good shot.
Paul passes to Booker. Pass to Crowder, and it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Mitchell against Booker. Conley passes to Bogdanovic.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
And here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. And another basket for Phoenix.
Quick trigger from Chris Paul, putting the shot up before the D can get on him.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
Here's Conley. Now Gobert. Outside Conley. Back to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Now here's Conley. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Bogdanovic passes to Gobert. Back to Bogdanovic. And it's Utah scoring again.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Pass to Bridges. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Ayton. To the middle. Here's Crowder. O'Neal pulls it in.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Gobert inside. He's guarded by Bridges.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Bridges outside. Puts it up. Pass to Crowder. Here's Ayton. Back to Crowder. And that's not going to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
One other thing we've seen them execute to this point is good ball movement to set up those easy scoring chances.
The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Crowder, and he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And Utah called for the foul.
Jay Crowder, blue-collar combo forward, finds ways to outwork you.
Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
What tenacity from Mitchell on the drive, not letting anything trip him up.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Three-pointer. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Paul's got 5 now.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Pass to Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Into the lane. And Mitchell with the slam.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Bridges outside. Now Booker. Checked by Mitchell. Booker attacking. Shoots it from the corner. Paul can't get it to go.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pass to Pascal. Here's O'Neal. Now here's Mitchell from deep three-point range. Conley passes to Gobert. Got it. And it's a 6-point Jazz lead.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Ball against Conley. Outside Paul. To the right side. Baseline try. Deflected. Conley against Booker. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. This one for 3. That shot off the mark. And Utah will come the other way. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. McGee, he's checked in for the Suns. Johnson comes in for Crowder.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Bridges. Shannon comes in for Devin Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Pass to Shannon. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from 3. And now just a 3-point Utah lead.
When trading Shamet for Tobias Harris, the Sixers feared they were giving up a great 3-point shooter, and they were right.
Now here's Whiteside. Clarkson up top. Gay with the ball. Back to Clarkson. Ingles passes to Whiteside. And And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Johnson against Whiteside. Now here's Payne, guarded closely. Inside, Kaminsky. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Here's Clarkson, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And so here's Phoenix. After the basket by Utah. Back to Payne. Stolen by Ingles. Out on his own on the break. The finish. Oh, it's Gay with the jam.
That's quality basketball. Turn him over on the defensive end. Ingles, aware, kicks the ball ahead.
Payne, pass to McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Clarkson. And that one's good. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Shamet. And he's going for the lob. And out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Up in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Bojan Bogdanovic had no problems getting going. He had 10 points and that.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tell you one guy who's been getting it done is Bojan Bogdanovic.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Now here's Mitchell. Three-pointer off the mark, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul. The Suns trailing. Paul passes to Ayton. To the inside. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Outside Bogdanovic. Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Bridges. Bogdanovic passes to Gobert. Clock at 4. Outside Conley. There's the 3. Connects from downtown. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Willing the shot in with the clock against him. The composure of Mike Conley. I love it.
Booker for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Three-pointer, O'Neal. The Suns clear it. Outside Booker. For 3, Bridges. Pass to Booker. Beyond the arc. drops in the three. Booker's got 5.
I really love seeing Booker score off the ball. He shows his understanding for spacing and when to put up a shot.
Bogdanovich finds Conley. Outside Bogdanovich to the paint. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Paul passes to Ayton. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. He was all alone on that one. Ayton's got his first 2 points. Utah has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Pass to Gobert. Mitchell against Ayton. Back to Gobert. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bridges. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his second.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. Bridges hits them both. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Conley against Paul. Whiteside, the pass to Mitchell. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Gay's checked in for Bogdanovich. Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Clarkson's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Oni subbed in for Conley. McGee, he's checked in for the Suns. Saric comes in for Crowder. Oh, it's Gay with the jam.
Flying high. Gay at one time had a 40-inch vertical.
Ball passes to Booker. There's a minute 26 left in the third. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Here's Clarkson. The kick out to Gay. Pass to Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. Now Ingles. Let's go with a 3. Hauled in by McGee. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by the Jazz. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Gay. And so he draws the foul. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Suns making a change here. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Saric. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Shamet, he's checked in for Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. Pass to McGee. Back to Shamet. And Gobert with a block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Gay. Payne, pass to McGee. Over Gobert. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of it.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
Here's Shamet. McGee in the post. And so it's the Utah Jazz closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Utah right now. Now Mitchell. Down low. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here come the Suns. Throws it up high. And Ayton with the stuff.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
Outside Conley. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Paul into the lane. Fires from deep. They get it back. Ayton. The layup misses. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Conley. Back to Mitchell. The 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 6 assists in the game.
Wasting no time. Donovan is never afraid to fire.
Pass to Booker. From deep. Utah with the rebound. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one's good from Conley. And now it's a 10-point Utah lead.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
It's good on the putback.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Conley with the ball. Bogdanovic passes to Conley. Clock at 6. Outside Bogdanovic. He takes it in. Crowder grabs the miss. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And there's the lob.
Showing that rebounding isn't all about size. It's about will and effort.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
Booker goes in. Banked it in off the glass.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the money.
In the game, 2 minutes.
Outside Mitchell. Outside Conley. Bogdanovic passes to Conley. Back to Bogdanovic. The kick out to Conley. Wide open look. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And the Jazz lead by 8.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovic willing to get it to his open guys.
And Ayton with the stuff.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Now here's Conley. Outside Mitchell. Bogdanovic passes to Conley. Back to Bogdanovic. The kick out to Conley. From deep three-point range. That shot is off. And Phoenix will come the other way. For 3, Booker. Utah with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Here's O'Neal. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
Another thing that jumps out to me is the big number of assists that they made over the course of this game. At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Bogdanovich from long range. Gobert passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Gobert. It's deflected.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mitchell double team. Pass to Gobert. And there's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Phoenix ball.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's a 3 from Paul. The shot misses. And here's Conley. Here's Gobert. The ball's knocked loose. And so it's Utah with the W. A competitive game. You have to feel.